What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to share with you guys my budget sheet and how I budget on a monthly basis. I feel like it's perfect timing just with everything that's going on with coronavirus and, you know, some of us feeling like, well, how can I actually, you know, pay for this bill or, you know, so on and so forth. So figured I would share my budget sheet because I wanted to do this video a while ago. Anyway, but anyway, let's just jump right into it. So I use a pre-made template from Google Sheets. Not sure if this shows up on everyone's, but basically it's just called monthly budget and it looks like this. I went ahead and created my own copy and pre-populated some of these columns or these categories over here, but this is what it looks like. So I'll just give a brief overview and then we'll walk through an example with a fake bank statement. So basically, we would put our starting balance here, so what we're starting the month out with to spend, and then we'll customize the categories below based off of what we plan to spend and any income that we're planning to get. Then as we enter data into the transactions tab, which I'll show you, the sheet will automatically populate all of these charts and tables to basically give you a summary on your spending for the month. So it's pretty self-explanatory, but I really like it and it helps me just stay on top of my budget. So like I said, I already kind of pre-populated some of the planned data in here just to make this video a bit quicker, but basically say our starting balance is $2,000, you would put that right here, and then scrolling down, it'll show you your starting and ending balance based off of your expenses and income, as well as just the increase in total savings percentage and dollar amount. And then scrolling down, you can just see planned versus actual for both expenses and income. And this number is pulled from anything that you put as far as your budget. So this number right here is really your budget for the month, your planned expenses. So I just have listed out a few different categories like rent/mortgage, internet bill, energy, gas, student loan, just different things you can put into these custom categories in these pink spaces and then put the amount that you are budgeting for. Similarly, you can do the same thing with income. So I kind of just put in random numbers here for us to work with on our exercise, but super easy to create this. All you have to do is fill in your starting balance and then your categories for expenses and income and your planned budgets. So from there, the fun part, or the harder part, I guess, the more manual part, is to actually put in your transaction data. So what I like to do is pull my actual bank statement from my bank. This is obviously not real or what it looks like, but it can look kind of similar with the date, the description of the transactions, the amount, your running balance. I just added these extra labels to make note of which ones are expenses and which ones are income. Normally your expenses are going to show as a negative number, but for the purpose of this exercise, I needed it to be positive, so I just labeled them and changed them positive. So to go ahead and put this into our transactions sheet, this is what it looks like. We'll need to pull in the date, the amount, the description, and then we'll categorize it. So I will first start with my expenses. So I'll just add a filter and a filter for expense. Then from here you can take all of your dates and then your amounts, copy, and paste it in your section right there. And then I'll take the descriptions. I'll come back to the category, but I just want to put in my income next. Okay, so pretty easy. Now that everything is pasted in, I'll just go ahead and categorize them really quick. So these categories are automatically pulling from what we place in our custom categories in these pink cells. So just keep that in mind. So I'll just categorize everything from the Dropbox really quick. And that's all you have to do for this sheet because it automatically populates all of these numbers. So starting at the bottom of the sheet, your expenses and income actuals are now updated. Each line item shows or it pulls from these charts. So anything that you categorized under these are going to pull into your actuals and it'll show you the difference. So for instance, this is saying I had planned to pay $75 on my credit card. I ended up actually paying $100. So that was $25 more than I expected to pay. But on the flip, I was expecting to get $1,000 from YouTube, but I actually only got $500, so that was $500 less than I was expecting. Okay, so if it's red over here, that's more than you're expecting. If it's red over here, less than you're expecting. And then this just summarizes the difference. So $1,400 less of income than I had planned for, but I spent $641 less than I had planned for as well. So as you scroll up, this just shows it in a more visual, I guess, chart perspective. And then at the top, now these numbers are also populated and your start balance will always remain the same because that's what you started with. But now your end balance shows kind of how you're pacing. So right now you have saved, quote unquote, saved $581 this month because it's $581 more than you started with, which is 29% more. So, yeah, I really like this sheet because it just kind of helps me stay on top of things and feel good when I see, okay, you know, I have $500 more than I did 30 days ago, so on and so forth. But you can go in and update this on a regular basis just to kind of keep track of everything. If you start to kind of pace pretty hot, like if you see your expenses are way more than you thought it was going to be. So like, for instance, let me just add like $1,000. Let me add 2,000 here instead of that. Now this is saying I actually spent $335.19 when I had planned for $26.60, and this brought down my end balance, and I spent way more than I had planned for because I didn't get more income, if that makes sense. But say if YouTube actually paid me $1,500, I would update it there. And it's saying, okay, it's only $400 less than I was expecting, but I still saved $81 this month, although I overspent. So, you know, it's just a different way to look at it. I really like it, and it works for me. So if you guys found this helpful, definitely let me know if you have any questions. I know I sped through it a little bit because I didn't want it to drag out too long, because like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. Everything self-populates. So yeah, just comment down below if you guys have any specific questions. I am not by any means a financial advisor. I barely passed financial management in college. So, but I definitely, you know how to budget and keep up with budgets. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, this is an important time, I guess, in our world, where a lot of us are kind of just not even knowing what is going to happen next. So I think it's good at least to try to plan accordingly and plan ahead of time as much as you possibly can. So share this with a friend or a family that this might be helpful for. Comment down below any questions, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel to see more of my future videos. But until next time, bye you guys. Stay healthy and stay at home. Okay, bye.